Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So we've reached halftime and just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Brissett now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's the jet sweep to Pascal, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And now running right through it. Touchdown, Houston. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys have now moved out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative. How this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him a... about 5 yards. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The previous play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination. Whether to actually challenge the play or not, in this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of... sudden boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Wiggles free. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me,
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On second down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking deep for Hilton. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And spins away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now it's Watson.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Again, it's Watson. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. That escapes the sack. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 37 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Watson on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 44 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.